SportsCenter with yours truly. LeBron and the Lakers now sit one spot above the play-in tournament. Is it time for the reigning defending champions to panic about a grueling road to a repeat? Plus, how Steph Curry's scoring stretch will be viewed in NBA history and what the future could hold for Golden State beyond this season. And what Zion Williamson must do down the stretch to keep the Pelicans' playoff chances alive. Michael Wilbon weighs in. Stay tuned. Let's go.
We end up in the playoff, whatever that thing is, whoever came up with that need to be fired.
Welcome to SportsCenter with Stephen A. Smith, presented by Mountain Dew.
Look at that beautiful city right there. That's New Orleans, site of the first game of tonight's NBA doubleheader right here on ESPN. As the Warriors face the Pelicans with a lot at stake for both teams. And on ESPN2, catch a special Marvel Arena of Heroes broadcast of the game. Much more on that in tonight's show. Of course, that's the man himself, the one and only Steph Curry, playing for Captain Marvel tonight on ESPN2. He could become the oldest player to win a scoring title since Michael Jordan in 1998. And of course, we all know that man, Zion Williamson, playing for Marvel hero Captain America on ESPN2. He's likely to join Shaq as the only player to average 20 points in the paint in a season over the last quarter century. Welcome to the show. Can't wait to see the special things in store on ESPN2 for the Marvel Arena of Heroes broadcast. But if you watch the traditional broadcast on ESPN, you also get treated to a box office matchup of two of the most exciting players in the league. You can't lose tonight. Steph Curry is big time in case you have missed it. The brother's averaging better than 35 points per game. We know he's shooting better than 40% from three-point range. And more importantly, Draymond Green isn't frustrated because the Golden State Warriors are winning more games than they're losing at this particular juncture. Bottom line is there's a play-in game at stake, a role in that play-in game, that play-in tournament. You've got Zion Williamson in New Orleans, still waiting for Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and others to step up and show the world that this team is definitely going in a different direction because Zion Williamson is the face of this franchise. A little better defense will help things, but the bottom line is this. Playing tournament, Zion, Steph Curry, you can't lose. You just can't lose. It's a beautiful thing. We welcome in Vince Carter, who's on a call for tonight's Warriors-Pelicans game. Vince, let's get right to it. How would you describe the season Steph Curry is having at the age of 33?
33, that's old school. Well, I consider it old school, almost there. But I tell you what, man, he is averaging 31 points a game at 33 years old, getting it done. And we're just starting to talk about MVP. Because if Steph Curry was not playing at this level, would the Golden State Warriors still be in the playoff picture? I think not.
Do you believe that Steph will be having this kind of season if Klay Thompson was there?
I do, and I think they will complement each other extremely well because they play well off each other. They have years and they understand the offense and the flow and how things work. And I think you'd see Steph averaging 35 still, as well as Klay Thompson doing the thing as well. Plus them being in the top 6 seeds at this point because now that's another piece to the puzzle that you have to worry about with the Golden State Warriors.
Well, you know how I feel. If Klay was there, they'd be top 3 seed easily as far as I'm concerned. Greatest shooting backcourt in the history of basketball. Let's transition to the Pelicans. We know what time it is with them. The Pelicans know what they have in Zion Williamson, but it hasn't yet translated to a huge success in New Orleans. What else is missing from this Pelicans team?
I don't know. It's just a piece, man. I can't put my finger on it. Defensively, you feel like they have everything. They're testing out the waters with Zion playing the point forward, and I think it's an evolution for him. We know he can score however he wants, particularly in transition. Now he has to score while getting other guys involved, and now you're taking Lonzo Ball off the point, now playing the 2, who is now transitioning into a pretty fluid jump shot, shooting like 38% from 3 right now. So they're still trying to find themselves. I think, B.I. is playing great basketball. Right. So they're starting to put it together, and we have high expectations for this young team. It's just going to take some time. Sometimes, Stephen, we always say we want it now because we see the talent, but sometimes it takes a while to put all the talent together to become a playoff basketball team.
Well, guess who else
particularly in the West. Sorry about that, buddy. Particularly in the West.
Guess who else I have high expectations for? That would be you. And step 1 has been achieved. Your suit game is tight tonight. I'm looking at it.
My man.
I like what I'm seeing. Good luck tonight, my brother. Good luck.
Thanks, my brother.
The second game of tonight's doubleheader features the struggling Lakers hosting the Denver Nuggets, who've won 5 straight, 10 Eastern on ESPN. The Lakers will be without LeBron James tonight to rest his right ankle, sources tell ESPN. James re-aggravated the ankle in the fourth quarter of Sunday's loss to Toronto. The Lakers are also preparing to be without Dennis Schroeder for 10 to 14 days due to health and safety protocols. The Lakers are 36-28 and currently sit 6th in the Western Conference standings. BPI currently has the Lakers at a 29% chance of making the play-in tournament, which is up 14% from yesterday. Sunday, LeBron didn't hold back when asked about the play-in tournament.
It doesn't matter at the end of the day if I'm not, 100% close to 100%. It don't matter, where we land. So, that's my mindset. And if this happens to we end up at 6th or 5th or whatever the case may be, or if we end up in the playoff, whatever that thing is, whoever came up with that need to be fired. But whatever.
The one and only Michael Wilbon joins the show. Always good to see you, my man. How much trouble are the Lakers in, Mike?
Trouble. If we think of trouble as perhaps having to play extra game or games to get in the playoffs, then trouble. I mean, look, for LeBron James, he knows his body. He knows what is going on with him and how he feels and what he can do and what he perhaps ought not try right now. So that this ankle thing is, one, that's serious. And then losing Schroeder, as you just pointed out, Stephen A., for 10 to 14 days. I don't see a path for the Lakers, and particularly if LeBron has to miss 2 or more games. I don't see a path for them finishing in the top 6, which means if they're 7th, they're going to have to be in the play-in game no matter what LeBron thinks of it. It's going to create a ton of excitement. Can you imagine the Lakers and LeBron being in something that is single elimination, the drama and excitement that causes? I understand his frustration. I understand he didn't want to be involved with it. He's never been involved in anything like that. He's playing for the 1st or 2nd seed. But Stephen A., it looks like they're going to be there. And you play against Memphis or you play against Steph Curry, he could drop 45 to 50 on you one night. You are in some peril.
I can't believe the question I'm about to ask you, Mike Wilbon, but it's necessary to be asked. Who thought we would be asking this about the defending champs, but how in danger are they of not only falling into the play-in tournament, but not even making it out?
Well, that's just it, Stephen A. How healthy will they be? What's LeBron's ankle going to be like? We heard his coach. We heard him talk about soreness in that ankle. Is it more serious than that? It's not about can he get healthy. Can he stay healthy? And we've seen injuries derail runs in the postseason before. And also Schroeder, where they're going to make up that contribution from. You're missing both of them. There's a chance you can go out and not be in the playoffs. I don't expect that. I expect the Lakers to be in the playoffs. But, let's not get too cocky about anybody's chances. That Western Conference, Stephen A., as you know, is difficult from 1 through 10.
Sure, there's nothing far-fetched as far as I'm concerned right now, the way they look. They look like they're a heartbeat away from a rocking chair. I mean, my goodness, it's like a nursery in there. It's like an infirmary or something. Still ahead, don't go anywhere, Mike. We'll be back with you. Don't go anywhere at all. Still ahead with Steph Curry's epic month of April in the books. We'll look back at the incredible moments the Warrior star delivered throughout his historic streak. Plus, the clock is running out on the Pelicans' playoff chances. How Zion can spark one final push to get New Orleans back into the picture.